welcome all the participants, those who are joining from Vistas and other various institutions to this webinar on Quillbot, an effective writing tool. We are excited to have you here today to learn more about this powerful writing tool. Without any delay, I welcome the resource person, Mr. Ashish Kumar Das, who is a business development specialist at Quillbot. We hope you leave this webinar with a better understanding of how to use this tool effectively. Now I hand over the session to our resource person. Sir.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope we can start it off, sir. All right, sir. Before we begin, I just wanted to set the agenda of the meet very quickly. So what I'm trying to do over here, or what we are trying to do over here, is to get you understand the effective nature of this particular tool. How exactly you can get maximum efficiency or maximum output by using Quillbot, right? So I'm sure that all the attendees or all the joinees who have joined this particular webinar has at some point of time used Quillbot. But there might be certain doubts, or there might be certain clarifications that you require to ensure that you're making use of the platform in a much more optimum way, right? So that is the agenda. I would love to take you through each tool that we have so that you are well aware of how exactly it can help you in your academic journey, throughout your academic journey, in fact, and how exactly each of the tool works, right? To start off, this is how the URL or the UI of Quillbot looks like. So over here, if you see, we have all the different tools that are currently available with the Quillbot premium subscription. So we have the paraphraser, we have grammar checker, there is plagiarism checker, co-writer, summarizer, citation generator, and a recently added translator. So I would love to take you through each tool in depth so that you can learn about the various tools. If in case you are logging in through your system, feel free to log into Quillbot and start this off as and when how I do, so that you are also clear on what exactly needs to be done and how it can be done. All right. So paraphraser, as the name suggests, the idea behind a paraphraser was to ensure that the raw data in a user's head is converted into a rich text, right? So there are times wherein you have a brilliant idea in your head, but you are not able to relay that information in a piece of paper or on your computer screen with the effect that you are looking for. Right? Suppose you're drafting a very formal mail, and you type down the entire mail, and at the end, towards the end, you start reading it back, and you feel that it is not sounding professional, right? So we all have been there. I have been there. I'm sure that you all have been in that exact situation as well. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to enhance that raw data into something much more crisp. The output should ensure that it is sounding the way with which you are intending it to sound, right? So over here, if you can see, there are two different tabs. So this is the input tab and this would be the output tab. And over here, if you see, there are different modes which are available for a user, and this would be the synonym toggle meter, which would ensure that you can convert that particular text into I would say synonym based text based on your preference. So if you toggle it to the maximum, the change to your raw data would be maximum on that output data as well. So if I have to give you an example, suppose I'm writing a research paper on Earth, right? And this is my raw data, and this is something which I have to convert into something of which is much more suitable to my style of writing, right? So if I enter the text over here and I convert it, this particular text gets converted into a much more crisp output, I would say. And if suppose, let's say that you're not happy with this particular output, you have complete freedom to choose whichever word you're currently facing, looking at, seeing, thinking that this is not the correct word for me. So you can change the words, you can toggle your synonyms to whichever style you prefer. And suppose this is not the right sentence in the standard mode, you can always switch to fluency. You can always switch to formal. You can, if you're writing a creative article, you can choose this particular mode. If you are writing, if you want this particular text to be expanded, that is also an option which we have, along with shorten. And soon we will also have, this is something that it is still in works, but there is something called custom mode which will be released very soon. So I am hoping that it will be released by this week or next week. So what custom mode does is, there would be a tab similar to shorten over here called custom. You would be able to ensure that you are sounding in whichever style you want. Suppose you are writing in let's say in the form of Barack Obama. So you can probably click on custom, type Barack Obama. I want to sound like Barack Obama, and you can insert your text. And the way with which this particular output would be converted is with which how he would have converted that particular text. So that is still in pipe, in the works, but it would be released very soon. So this is something I wanted to share with all of you, so that you can keep a lookout for it in the upcoming weeks. Sorry. So over here, if you see, there's a compare mode. Now, why is this important? Is because now I had to individually select each of the different modes to get different outputs. Over here, if you see, all the different outputs are already available, and you just need to select one particular output out of this. Suppose this is the output which is preferred by you. You can select it and it gets inserted over here, and you can convert it as well based on your preference. So this is the compare modes, wherein you can compare each and every modes which are available at a single place instead of clicking it multiple times. And you can select the best mode which is used, which can be used by you. So over here also you would have different synonym toggle meters, and you can select it from here, which would in turn paste the output directly. Oh, okay. Kusum, I am so sorry. Can someone come to confirm that my audio is still weak, or are you guys not able to hear me?
Sir, you are audible, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. So as I was saying, there's this compare mode which is made for ease, I would say, right? Rather than going to each different output, each clicking on different things, then comparing, we understood the pain point that the user has, and we tried to bring everything on the single platform on this particular tab, so that you can select whichever output is convenient or comfortable, and then go ahead with the select that for your particular idea. Now over here, if you see, there is something called freeze words, right? So what brought up this particular idea was, we got a lot of feedback from all research scholars stating that there are certain words which were meant to be as it is, right? So if I clicked on freeze, I can freeze this particular word. And the idea behind that is to ensure that this word would remain as it is on the output text as well. So this would not be converted into a synonym. This would be ensured that whatever is the raw data present there would be the one which would be present on the output as well, right? Over here, if you see, there is a view statistics button. The idea behind the statistics button is, I'm sure you have heard of tone checker, right? You at times you feel the need that you want to understand how exactly you're sounding to a third person. You are writing a brilliant text, but you have no idea how it might sound to the other person. That is where we come in, or the tone checker in fact comes in. So over here there is a casual, there's a formal toggle, or a bar. So this particular text would be the original text, and this would be the paraphrase text, how exactly it is sounding. uh, there's a friendly unfriendly meter, there's a complex and simple meter, average words, how much words were there, how much it is converted to, and what is the readability of that particular passage, paragraph, sentence. What it can be, whatever you feel like writing, right? So this is very important for students, or for people who are writing a paper because they want it to be readable, they want it to be legible for the other person, and that is very important for us as well, which is why we have brought in this particular change. You can see the entire statistics of this particular converted text, and that would be available over here once you paraphrase it, right? So you will have a view statistics button which would ensure that this particular pop-up comes up, and this would help you understand how exactly you're sounding on that particular text. So over here, if you see, there are these particular, I would say, legend remarks called changed words, which is this structural changes, longest unchanged words. So all this would help you understand how exactly this particular text is converted into an output text, right? So if I toggle the synonyms again, there's no need to hit the rephrase, but it would automatically toggle it. Uh, All right, so I think I've covered the paraphrasing tool. Again, if you have any questions, we would have the floor open for the Q&A towards the end. Please feel free to ask me any sort of questions that you have at that point of time. Moving forward to the grammar checker tool, this particular tool is very important for our day-to-day needs, especially, I use it very frequently for my mails. I need to check how exactly the grammatical nuances are there, what exactly, where exactly I'm making mistakes, and how exactly I can cover or rectify those mistakes. So suppose I'm getting a very big paragraph. I'm writing. Suppose this is my raw data. Okay, and this particular, let's take it from here. I have to check the grammar for this particular tool. So this would automatically check the grammar, and if at all there are any grammatical mistakes, it would tell me what exactly the mistake is and how exactly it can rectify it. So again, there is another thing. The paraphrasing tool is also inbuilt into this. It is already present here. If it helps you, if you can see the pop-up coming, this particular text sounds or the input sounds complex, you can consider making it simple. I just need to click this button, and this particular text would get converted into a much more simpler version of that particular text. So right now, we have grammar checkers up for these different languages. Over here, if you can see, you can choose the mode of writing as well. If you're writing in American English, Canadian, British, or Australian English, you can select whichever mode you feel is the right version for you, and accordingly, start writing. So over here, the idea behind grammar checker is very similar or very simple. It checks for grammar. It helps you understand where exactly you're gone wrong, and it gives a pop-up to give a correct version of that particular text as well, or the input. You can also format in whichever way you want. So we'll dive deep into it in another tool, which I would soon be covering. Yeah, so that is all pretty much all about it. You will have the same statistics meters, which would help you understand how exactly you're sounding, and the reading time, readability, the sentiment behind that particular paragraph would also be available for you for your reference. All right. So moving on, we have a plagiarism checker, we have a co-writer summarizer, a citation generator, and a translator. So before diving deep into these particular tools, I would love to take you through what exactly a summarizer is. Uh, Before diving deep into summarizer, let me just paint a picture for you. Suppose you're writing a very big, essay, or you're writing a very big paper, and you need to understand what exactly is written. There are at times wherein you have to go back and read through the entire passage or paragraph again. It takes a lot of time, right? So the idea behind the summarizer is to ensure that time is saved. You are, efficient at what you're doing, and you need not go back to the entire paragraph to read the entire statement word by word. You can just paste the summarizer, input in the summarizer, and over here, if you see, you would have key sentences. You can get the idea behind the gist of this particular passage in forms of bullets, in forms, you can either toggle it to long summary, you can toggle it to short summary, whichever way is convenient for you. You can understand the gist of the particular passage, and you need not go back and read the entire paragraph word by word. So you would be saving a lot of time with this. You can also, again, it is up to you to paraphrase the summary as well. You can paraphrase it. You can view the statistics of it, the entire thing, how much word count, the characters, reduction percentage, everything would be available to you. And once you have understood the paragraph or the summary of the particular paragraph, you can go back to the paragraph and you know again write start from the new paragraph again instead of reading through the entire paragraph, right? So moving ahead to the citation generator, this is one of the most important tools for a student, I would say, because you need to cite your sources. You need to ensure that your content is plagiarism, not plagiarized. You need to ensure that you're giving due credit to the idea from where you have picked it up, even if it is, from any other research paper, even if it is off the internet. So you would have complete freedom to cite sources in whichever mode you're using currently. We have lots of modes. We have APA, MLA. We have close to around 1,000 plus citation sources. So whichever. Okay, I'm so sorry. If my voice is low for others as well, please let me know. I'll check my audio. Uh, yeah. In the meantime, I'll just continue to where I'm currently at. So the citation generator is one of the most important tools, as I was saying, for a student, because you need to cite your sources, you need to give due credit to any author, right? So if I have to manually cite sources, I can pick up the URL, I can type the title down, I can give due credits to the contributors, publication year, URL, and if over here I can save the citation as well, right? So I would have access to different types of citation. These are all available on our platform. The idea behind it is to ensure that we are a one-stop platform for all your academic needs. You need not go to different platforms to cite sources. You need not go to different platforms to check grammar. You need not go to different platform to paraphrase as well. Everything would be available to you on that single platform, on that single source, so that it is more convenient for you, right? So moving ahead to the translator, as the name suggests, it detects or it can translate a particular input into whichever language. We have close to 30 plus languages at the moment. Uh, so whichever language is the input language, you can paste it over here from these languages, and you can convert it to. Thank you, sir. So you can convert it to whichever language you are currently using. Suppose you are, taking inspiration or quoting from a German paper, from some other paper. You can just click on that particular language. You can understand what exactly is written in their language, in English, and you can pretty much take the gist or summary from that particular paper as well. So that is the idea behind the translator. We had multiple requests coming in from all students across the world that this particular tool is pretty much needed, because in each region they are conversing or writing research papers in their own formats, or they are writing they want to take inspiration from other continents and try to understand what's exactly happening there. So this particular tool would be very useful for them for those sorts of queries or concerns. You can definitely check them out. Now, moving ahead to co-writer. Now, I would say this is one of the most important, if not one of the most uh, used tool by a student, right? Now, why I say this, because only if you're able to, dive deep into this tool, you would be able to understand what exactly this tool does for you. So, I hope that you are making use of this platform in the way it was supposed to be used, because it has a lot of different features. It has a bunch of different tools which are integrated into this particular platform. So the idea is to ensure that it is similar to a Word, it is similar to a Google document. It is similar to a Google document. So what we are trying to do is Suppose there is a research paper that you have to write. So initially, what used to happen is you're searching for research contents online. Let's say this particular paper I'm writing about Earth, and this is the two, source that I'm looking for. I need not go to Google and search that particular, keyword. I can do it over here. I can do it over here, and I can get the content over here only. So what happens is it fetches data from Google. It helps me get the entire content of that particular article. Suppose this is the entire full article. If I don't want the full article, I can go for highlights. If I only want keywords which are very relevant to me, I can click that. I can get that particular data extracted from there. But for now, what I'll do is I'll just click the entire article, and this is the content, right? Which I want to pick up from that particular article. What I do is I just insert it, and over here, if you can see, the tool automatically cites your source, right? So this citation, you can go and change it to whichever citation you want it to be. Suppose you're using APA, you can click it over here, it gets converted into that. Suppose you have some information missing on that particular citation, you can go change it, save it, right? So there's no need to manually cite it because this particular tool does it for you. And if you're writing a research paper, we have a special research paper format which would help you, but lay out that particular, I would say, a layout of that particular page would be already preset, so that everything is neatly done. You can have references from there as well. I'll show you after this particular example. So over here, if you see, there's a section for rough notes. If you are writing a huge paragraph, you obviously you would have, at certain point, make you have to make certain notes to how exactly that paragraph is supposed to proceed ahead. So that is one thing which is very useful over here. You would have a space for rough notes. You can again go back and research. Academic research is also available, and you can check your citations on this particular tab, right? You can check all these citations. It would be saved automatically over here. Now coming back to this, the inserted text can be paraphrased. It is already checked for grammar. If you see it, it gives me a pop-up that this is the error that is coming, and this is how I can rectify that particular error. I can just click on this, I can hit paraphrase, and the entire paraphrasing tool opens up. I can choose whichever mode is convenient for me, and I can insert it directly. So my citation remains as it is. The raw data or the data you've picked it up from the internet gets converted into a rich text which is suitable for your writing needs, and it helps you maintain that flow throughout the paper, right? So over here we have a word counter as well. How exactly the statistics look like is also available. The grade level, how exactly this is sounding. So right now we are at, high school level. So how exactly you can you know improve your writing is the idea behind showing you this particular text. So go the sentiment behind the paragraph. Right now it's pretty much neutral. You would have to have more data for this particular tool to light up. So the stats is pretty much something that would help you understand how exactly the entire paper is sounding to you from a third person perspective, right? So you not I would say give papers to others to vet it, to understand where exactly things are going wrong. You can do it on your own and check for everything from scratch, right? So there's another thing. There's a text to dictate option. You can, speak up, and it would help you write that particular thing down. You need not manually type it. So that is also available. Over here, if you see, there's a suggest text which would help you if you're stuck at some point. It would generate certain outputs so that you can, if suppose you have a writer's block, it the idea behind that is to eliminate writer's block. So you would have options to ensure that certain texts would bring up certain memory, jog up your memory, and we can definitely work on pretty much expanding that or channelizing that output in a much more efficient way. You have summarize feature over here. You have paraphrase and grammar checker. Every tool which we saw before prior to this is inbuilt into this tool, which is why it is one of the most used tool by a student, by a faculty who's writing a research paper. So over here you would have freedom to check or format it as per your needs, and you can at the end you can even download it in a .docx file, or you can print it as well. So you can just name your title and it gets saved in our cloud storage, and you can come back at any point of time and view that particular paper. And over here, if you see, we have received a lot of requests from, especially from students, that hey, this particular tool is good, but the dark mode feature is something that we require, because this is something that maybe looks cool for some students, and that is what we have tried to bring it up from that particular feedback as well. So the entire tool can go dark if that is something that you feel is right, suitable for you as well. So coming to the other point which I was talking to you about, the layout. If you see over here, if I'm writing a research paper in MLA style, the entire guideline for how exactly your paper should look like is mentioned on this particular tool. Your name, instructor name, title of your project, what exactly you're trying to do, then your cited sources, right? So this will ensure that it is giving you a guideline, a pathway to how exactly your paper should be towards the end once you have finished it. Now, suppose you are completely blank and you need suggestions to, it can be anything. If you're writing an essay, what sort of an essay you're writing. If you're writing a blog post, same for research paper. Now, suppose if I am writing, I'm so sorry to pick up that same, example. Let me take earth and, or water droplets. Probably I'll take water droplets. And if I am writing a research paper on that, and if I generate, it would give me an outline of how exactly that particular research paper should look like. There should be an introduction. What are the characteristics and how exactly things should move based on the particular AI sort of guided pathway, right? So the idea behind is to ensure that you're not lost. You know what exactly you are supposed to write, how exactly each paragraph should look like, and so that you can make a research paper out of it in that particular fashion only. Uh, right. So that is pretty much it about the co-writing tool. I'm so sorry if you're not able to hear me properly. If you feel that I am not audible at some points, Ganesh sir, please feel free to jump in and tell me that I'm not audible, and I can probably check my audio.
Sure, sure. Now you are audible, so no problem.
Great, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that is pretty much it about the co-writing tool. So over here, if you see, there are different sorts of formats available for each different post, or blog, or essay, whatever you're feeling like writing, and it gets saved over here as well. So moving forward to the next tool, it is the plagiarism checker, which is inbuilt into the premium subscription of Quillbot. So the idea is you would have 20 pages per user per account for 1 month, right? It gets renewed every month, but you would have 20 pages per account. So this is one rough particular draft which I was just checking online. So this is about Formula One, Max Verstappen. I picked an article from from online. I was just checking how exactly the plagiarism tool works. So if you see over here, these are the results from where it was picked up. There are number of words which are similar, where exactly it is most likely from. 90% similar words. So this would give you an idea as to how exactly you can avoid plagiarism. If at all you are picked up from some article and you're not sure that you've picked it up, please give due credit to that. Ensure that you're citing your sources, ensure that you're maintaining that academic integrity, and that is why we have given this particular tool to ensure that you can check for plagiarism yourself, And if at any point, if you're, you have done some carpet plagiarism, if you've done mosaic plagiarism, you have an idea as to where you have gone wrong and take corrective actions based on that, right? So it will give you complete idea as to, I'm so sorry. Again, I'll defer that to Ganesha sir. If my audio is very low, please let me know. I'll definitely take corrective actions from my end. So you would see, how much of identical words were, similar words were there, and from where it is exactly picked up. And that would help you understand that, you have to give credit to this particular author, and you have to cite source from this particular URL, right? So again, you have 20 pages. It is there for 1 month, and it gets renewed every month. So going forward, we have a Chrome extension. We have a Word extension. So Chrome extension, you can pretty much uh, download it from Google Chrome. So if I have to give you an example, how exactly it would. So this would be the downloaded toolbar, and you can set your preference, right? So if you see over here, if I let me type up my name. So the idea is to ensure that this would pick up this particular text and it would get converted. So over here, if you see, there's this pop-up that Quillbot has, and it is mentioning this particular corrections. And if I click over here, it would ensure that it is getting corrected in a way with which it is supposed to be corrected, right? So you can either, if you are writing a very important essay and you don't want Quillbot to interfere, you can pause Quillbot, you can rewrite text, and you can toggle this particular Quillbot icon to wherever you feel like placing, right? So you can pretty much use it for your emails. You can use it for any particular page which is available on the Chrome internet or on the Chrome space. If at all you feel that this particular web page should have access to Quillbot, you can let us know. We would definitely check it up, take it up, and work on ensuring that Quillbot is also available on that particular web page as well. So this is about Google Chrome. So you can download Quillbot for Chrome in the Chrome Web Store, and you can add it to your toolbar as well, right? Same goes for MS Word. If you're writing a document in your Microsoft Word, so you can use Microsoft Word extension, download it from the Microsoft Store, and pretty much the entire tools would be available on the Microsoft Store extension as well, right? So this is about the tools which we offer. Apart from that, we also have a couple of other things for students, especially for students. We have Lumen courses. So over here, if you see, we have student resource page towards the very bottom. So what exactly we're trying to do is we're just not exactly, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I hope my voice is audible right now. So the educational course that we have right now would ensure that you have access to all sorts of writing research courses. That is, if you are, suppose you are taking a course for creative writing, you can just enroll yourself in this particular course, get the best out of it. So these are all free courses that are available online, which are available for your use, for your reference, to ensure that you are making the most out of all these courses which are available. So this is available 24/7 to everyone. So there's no limit, there's no cap to how many users are using. There's nothing like that. We would love for anyone who's interested in writing to pick up any course that you feel that you're lacking in, uh, polish certain points effectively, and learn from it. Right. So this is about student courses. We also have the educational videos which we have brought up for each different tools. We have a couple of blog posts also, which are currently available. Yeah. So these would be the demo videos in case if you want to understand how each of the tool works. We have a demo video for each tools and related blogs as well. Also, we have blogs for different types of problems, challenges that students generally face. As in, if I have to give you an example, what is paraphrasing? There's a particular blog for it. Guide to paraphrasing. There is also blogs to how to avoid plagiarism. uh, what exactly is mosaic plagiarism, what exactly is carpet plagiarism. So all those things are available over here. And if you need specific dedicated tools such as proofreader, spell checker, punctuation checker, essay checker, it is available on the grammar tools, which are on the very bottom. uh, all right. So I think I have covered up pretty much the entire A to Z of how exactly or what exactly the platform offers to everyone. Um, Let me just quickly go back and check if I've missed out anything. Right. So at any point, if you feel that you want certain outputs are not to your liking and you want this output to be refined, please feel free to contact us. Tell us that input set text, and you mentioned that this particular text should be much more refined. Our team would definitely take it up. We have a dedicated channel just for user experience, so that that particular output is refined to your liking, and you definitely take corrective actions as well on that. So yes, so this is all about the tool. This is all about how exactly Quillbot uh, helps students. Not only students, helps anyone who is interested in writing to write better. So we are pretty much available on the internet right now. Hopefully we will soon launch a Quillbot app as well, which would help users to download on their mobile phones and use it on the platforms, pretty much on Android and iOS. So that is soon on pipeline, soon to be released. Just a heads up. Okay, so talking about the platform, so we have two versions. We have a free version, we have a premium version, right? So over here, if you see, these are the benefits. So if I have to give you an example of free version, you do not submit your email ID, you do not log in. You just type in quillbot.com and this particular web page opens up. That is, this particular web page opens up. There are just certain limits to free and premium, right? So these would be the limits. You can definitely browse through it as per your free time. You can just check whichever modes are convenient for you. Which some modes are available for premium and some modes, sorry, for free, and for premium everything is unlocked, right? All right. So I think I've covered everything related to Quillbot. If you have any questions at all that you would like to, address, please let me know, and I'll definitely take it up. So I can see that a lot of chats are getting filled. So I will leave the question here to Ganeshan sir, so that you can just let me know which questions I should answer, or how exactly it should be moved ahead, sir. Or if at all anyone has any questions that you would like to know, please feel free to unmute and ask.
Thank you for
Okay.
your nice presentation, sir.
Yes.
Now it's a time for interaction. If you have any queries, you can directly ask to our person.
So I have received a couple of questions. I'm not able to see where these questions have left. If at all you can help me with these questions, it would be great.
Chat, but I think through
I
chat also you
think
can raise your
through
questions.
chat also you can raise your questions.
Sorry, on chat. Okay. Okay. All right. So the last, and I think we have a lot of questions coming up. So for those of you who are asking how much the software is for premium subscription, what we're doing right now is we are ensuring that we are giving premium access to institutions, and from institutions we are providing premium subscription to students. So if at all you feel you want an individual subscription, you can definitely visit our website and take it from there. But the idea is to ensure that we are getting reaching out to institutes, and we are, yeah. So which plagiarism checker software? So we are currently using CopyLeaks software. So we are currently on board with them. I think this was a question from Dr. Selvakumar. So we are pretty much checking the plagiarism throughout the internet. It is not just unrestricted material. We do check the entire internet for plagiarism. I hope that answers your question, Dr. Selvakumar. So I have a lot of questions up. Okay, if you have any further questions, please type it down. I'll be happy to answer it for you. So whether this tool is only for English language or other Indian languages. So right now, I think this question is from if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. This question is from Manjusha. This particular tool right now is available on the English language, but we are slowly, diversifying it. We have currently French, German, which is available, but soon we would have hopefully we would have in Indian languages very soon. But in translator, we have Indian languages ready to be translated, and that is something that you can definitely look at. I hope that answers your question. Regarding the, I think recording, I'm not sure exactly. You have to check with the team. Hopefully they would be the ones who can answer that particular question. If at all you require any doubts, or if you have any doubts regarding the software, I would be more than happy to take it up. So let me just go to the very top and just check for questions, if at all any.
Any more questions you can send through chat box.
So I'll just type in my email ID for your reference. I think some few of you were asking for my email ID. So this is my email ID. Feel free to reach out to me in case you have any questions that you would have that I can hopefully answer at a later point of time. Um, I am getting quite a few requests regarding recording, sir. So I think that would be. I think you would be taking it up, sir, Ganesha, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are recording all those things, sir. No problem.
Great.
We will share it to all the participants, sir.
All right, sir.
Any more questions? So shall we wind up, sir?
Yes, sir. So I think I've received one more question from
Yeah.
Ren. Yeah. So the plan is not to associate with Turnitin for plagiarism. So Turnitin has a huge database, as we all know, with respect to plagiarism, with respect to checking plagiarism. The plan would ideally be to ensure that you need not turn to any other plagiarism softwares for checking plagiarism. So we are slowly getting there. We understand the sort of impact Turnitin has currently, but hopefully down the line, what we are trying to do is the idea is to ensure that this would be a one-stop tool for every academic need, right? So you need not have multiple subscriptions for right now. What is happening is you have subscription for bibliograph database. You have subscription for grammar checking software. You have subscription for plagiarism software. So the idea is to eliminate all that. The idea is to ensure that you need to have only, one tool to have all your needs. So that is the idea. So the plagiarism is restricted. Plagiarism checker is only restricted for premium access. We don't have the access enabled for free version. So regarding, I think these are all certain specific nuances, salient features for any specific in the plagiarism software. So plagiarism software, if I have to give you an example right now, if I have to tell you what exactly it does, it checks the database throughout the internet and it gives you output from where the exact plagiarism is happening or the article is picked off, like I showed you. And this would ensure that you understand how exactly you can rectify your particular uh, or you can address your particular issue that you're facing with respect to plagiarism. So again, if at all, if you have I can see a lot of institutes that have posted your particular details. Please feel free to reach out to me regarding that. We would love to uh, I can get on a call and explain to you how exactly we are working for institutes, which is a bit different to how we are working for with individual subscriptions, and I can take you through it as well. So you can connect with I think Ganesha sir. He can definitely. I believe I have already informed him to share my details with you. So if at all you feel this tool would be helpful for your institute, please feel free to reach out to me. Which plagiarism software? See, what I'm trying to tell you is we don't love comparing. We don't like comparing ourselves with different tools that we have. Uh, so it is as similar as comparing, telling you that X is better than Y, and this is something that Quillbot does not like doing because it leaves the option to the users itself. So you can have complete freedom to take a look at the platform yourself and understand which is the best fit for you. So the co-writer feature is available for the free version. Yes, only catch is that you have to log in, but it is definitely available on the free version. So regarding it is not that we can have I think Gomati mentioned this, the output from Quillbot will be detected by AI writing detector. So the idea is to ensure that you are writing your own thoughts in a much more valid or much more concise manner. That is the idea behind Quillbot. You have to maintain your academic integrity. Suppose you're picking up we all take inspiration from somewhere, because at this point of world, I think at this point of time, we have data, pretty much everything is covered. So wherever you're picking up data from, the idea is to ensure that you're citing that particular source, giving due credit to where it is from, and that would ensure that anything, be it if your plagiarism is avoided. You are not plagiarizing your work. If you give due credit, you are ensuring that you're not plagiarizing your work. That would be the ideal situation. I hope that answers the question, Gomati. So can we integrate with Noodle software? I think I'll have to definitely check with my team, because I'm not sure as to if it is available or not. I'll definitely have to check. But again, after this, the presentation, you can feel free to reach out to me, and I'll definitely answer to that particular questions as well. How much does Quillbot? So it is, again, the idea is to not avoid plagiarism. The idea is to ensure your raw data is converted to concise manner. We are not, we promote academic integrity. We take very much credit in that. So in terms of plagiarism, as I told to, I think, Gomati's question, you have to ensure you're citing your sources. You are supposed to give due credit to where you're picking up your idea from, and that would avoid plagiarism rather than Quillbot avoiding plagiarism. I hope that answers your question, Abhinav. So again, I'm just putting down my particular mail ID in case if any one of you wishes to reach out to me, please feel free to reach out. Uh, I think we have no further questions, Ganesha sir. If we can just confirm.
Any more questions?
Thank you so much for the kind words that are flowing in. I'm sure that our team would definitely appreciate. No, they love reading all this, and I'll be sure to pass along your feedback as well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your nice and wonderful presentation. Now it's the time for time to propose for person. Now I request our team member, Mr. Ramesh, to propose for us. Please, sir.
So good morning, everyone. So is it all audible?
Yes, Ramesh, it's audible.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Vistas Central Library, I could like to offer a vote of thanks and extend my sincere appreciation to each and every one of you for your attendance, participation, and contribution to the success of this event. Our resource person, Mr. Ashish K. Das, a business development specialist at Quillbot, has generously shared his knowledge and insights with us. Your presentation, sir, is extremely enlightening. It allows us to conduct research more efficiently and enhances our research skills, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Next,
you so
I
much.
would like to thank our management, Vistos, for providing us with the necessary assistance and inspiration to organize and successfully execute this event. I extend my deepest gratitude to the members of our organizing committee for the support and cooperation. A special thanks to all deans, directors, faculties, scholars, and students from various visitors department for their active participation and engagement throughout the duration of this event. Thank you all again for being present today and for your contributions. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir. It was my absolute pleasure to be here. I hope that I have been able to tell you a bit about what Quillbot does, and if at all, if anyone else has any query, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to take you through anything again. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your valuable time and
Thank you so much.